What is something that exists solely because of stupid people? When my aunt died, I ended up with my mom and uncle talking to the funeral home advisor. When they were discussing cremation, the funeral advisor made my uncle sign a form that he understands cremation is irreversible. Don't they know you can just add water, the old add water, and turn your loved one into paste routine? The warning on a Superman cape costume that warns product won't give you the ability to fly. Considering Superman doesn't get powers from his cape anyway, how dumb are people? I don't think Superman capes are for adults. Kids are morons, and the warning is to keep them from getting sued by stupid parents. The Darwin Awards. This is the most accurate possible answer, except they don't exist anymore. Do not iron this t-shirt whilst wearing it. Man, we have 5 before you have to get back on stage, and that wrinkle is terrible. It's just the sleeve though. Stick your arm on the table. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Warning. Fire is hot. Actually, this was one of 2 things we didn't have to warn about when I was a tech writer for a major appliance manufacturer. The other was knives are sharp. Both were deemed to be significantly common knowledge that they didn't get warning panels. My mill used to make me so annoyed when it helped by her kitchen. She'd warn me, urgently, be careful, that knife is sharp. I would always say, I'm 28, and I have kitchen knives at home. You don't need to warn me every time. In fact, my knives are way sharper than yours. The signs on a stroller that says take the child out of the seat before folding. And so boys and girls, that's why crab girl walks the way she does. Don't stare. Do not eat warnings on everything from washing pods to slug pellets. Those have existed since they came out. Yes, because the people who make them know that there are so many stupid people out there. I went to a zoo, and in every animal exhibit there was a sign saying recycled water, do not drink. And you know that's there for a reason. Some stupid person broke into an exhibit to drink that nasty looking water. It was probably so the animals won't drink it. So I can just walk in the lion exhibit holding a do not eat sign and I'm good. BRB. Flat Earth Society. Some people just want to see the world burn. In 2D. The warning on my hairdryer that says, do not use while in the shower. Honey, I'm done shampooing my hair. Toss northeast that blow dryer. No smoking signs at gas stations. I was at a gas station in a rural area filling my tank and noticed that the entire base of the pump was used as an ashtray for cigarette butts. It broke my brain. Was it in Ohio? That is the only state I've ever seen people smoke while filling up in. A lot of warning labels on various products. You'll get a hairdryer with a do not insert rectally warning tag on it. While you may be inclined to wonder why it's on there, eventually you realize behind every stupid or strange warning label was a vastly more idiotic event that led to it. Every safety warning has a story behind it. The dumbest ones usually have the best stories. As the old saying goes, safety regulations are written in blood. The anti-vax movement. I have no award to give you, but it was awarded in spirit. Thanks, I'll receive it in the spirit that it is given. My job. I work in it. For the love of God, if you depend on your computer for your job, know at least a little about it. I would say that over 80%, or for silly things. Some of the calls I have taken, how do I keep myself from deleting my own files? What do you mean you cannot fix my broke laptop screen remotely? I'm not trying to connect to the internet. I'm just trying to get my email. My computer is off in the trunk of my car, can you remote in it and install Outlook? I'm not saying all at jobs would go away, just a lot of them. Had a ticket where the client didn't know how to turn on the computer. It was plugged in. All they needed to do was press the only button on the front of the case. Couldn't you do that remotely? I've seen labels on jars of peanut butter warning allergy sufferers that they contain peanuts, but that really exists because of lawyers. A person allergic to peanuts might eat the peanut butter anyway, have a severe reaction, and end up suing because there wasn't a warning on the jar saying people with nut allergies shouldn't eat it. No, it exists because of mandatory food labeling laws. All products that contain peanuts have to have a warning saying that they have peanuts. The don't dive in the shallow part of the pool sign. That's mainly cause of kids. You think kids aren't stupid people. Idiots in cars subreddit. r/idiots in cars. The warning on a windshield sunshade that states you need to remove the shade before operating the vehicle reminds me of the solar eclipse glasses with the same warning. If you're dumb enough to try driving with no vision, I wanna know how you got your license and how you aren't dead yet. Steve Harvey's career. Penis. Steve. Oh. Check your moral barometer, bro. I live in the deep south. So to keep my steering wheel from blistering my hands after work, I use a folding sunshade in my windshield. It has a warning label, do not use while driving. Apostrophe. Premium bottled water with extra oxygen. What? Don't buy that. It contains dihydrogen monoxide. Extremely dangerous in bigger quantities and kills hundreds of people every year. Jersey Shore. I have to admit, while I normally don't like reality shows, Jersey Shore was a guilty pleasure of mine. So ridiculous I couldn't look away. Still is for me. Paulie makes me laugh. The instructions on a packet of toothpicks. Hey, how is life on the outside of the asylum? It's got pretty weird on the inside recently. I was hoping someone would make a comment like this. Thank you. One day my friend who worked at a gas station asked me to come over and help her print labels. So I did for a little bit of money. We spent 8 hours printing and cutting out labels that said do not consume. I didn't think anything of it that day. A few days later I went to the gas station my friend worked at to buy some gas and a few small things for my car in the toilet because it broke. I walked past some things and noticed on a bottle of some oil it had a label that said do not consume. Everything that wasn't food in the whole ducking store had a label saying do not consume. It was because the store owner was using bath salts. Kardashians. There it is. I'd add any subset of reality TV that focuses on family life. Let's break it down to stop making stupid people famous. Q Anonymous. I have an old friend who works at a chemical plant making $35+ an hour past all the required tests, lives in a 200k house and believes that shit, no questions asked. P.S. Also thinks COVID is a hoax and is voting for Trump still. All the people he works with also believe that conspiracy bullshit. I always wonder how those people would feel if Donnie came and grabbed their or their wife's genitals. What would be their response then? Could he still do no wrong? Red Bull's motto "it gives you wings" was changed from wings because some dude tried to fly after drinking Red Bull. Can I get a source? Also, if that's true, why am I alive? This has to be some cruel cosmic joke. How can I be forced to constantly watch this shit show? Unvaccinated children. It's alright. Each one of those don't exist for very long. Vertical videos. The warning labels on the back of anything and everything. Me. F. Measles. Deep. Shallow. When looking for a house and you tour the inside, sometimes there is a strip of paper over the toilet seat that says do not drink. To be fair, I think this more applies to properties where toilets and other things have been winterized with different chemicals. Still wouldn't advocate for drinking toilet water, as if it's cleaned regularly there might be traces of the cleaner left in it. But the water in the tank of the toilet can be used as drinking water in the event of an extreme emergency, unless you're using one of these in-tank tablets that dissolves in the tank and releases the cleaner every time you flush. Most of conspiracy theories, but you'd never get the rare one that turns out true. I think it takes a certain amount of intelligence to even think up different things, rather than just go with bland choice. Some conspiracy theories are actually believable and logical, but other ones are just way stupid. Stupid people. Stupid people lead to unprotected sex. Unprotected sex leads to kids. Kids leads to stupid people raising those kids. Kids raised by stupid people lead to more stupid people. The cycle of dumb. Like the circle of life for idiots. Warnings that you shouldn't try stupid TV antics at home. Accidental genocide on the bouncy castle because you didn't follow the no jewelry rule. Maury Povich. The current chaos in the world. I work for a water utility that uses a reclaimed/recycled water system for irrigation and toilet flushing. Regulations require that we put up a ridiculous amount of signage that tells people not to drink the toilet water or lick the plants in the gardens. Because you know, that regulation came because some idiots did those things and got sick. No lifeguard on duty sign at the beach. Do not shower naked. Don't leave your infant or toddler in a car. Do not iron clothes while wearing them for external use only is one I always found funny. Reality TV. Mesh face masks with little holes in them so you can pretend like you're protecting yourself when really you're endangering everyone around you. /view 200D. The anti-maskers are a plague on society. The amount of ducking babies in this country that the pandemic has brought into the spotlight blows my mind. It's like I knew there was a healthy amount of them out there, but holy shit, not this many. A significant percentage of the world population. I live in fear of idiocracy becoming reality. We are pretty much there now. Anything an infomercial tries to sell you. There are some good products, but I would say most of the good ones do make it to store shelves eventually, not just the as seen on TV aisle. OxyClean is pretty much synonymous with infomercials, and it has a good reputation. But I can pick it up at my grocery store now. Some products are good, but perhaps overprices. The forearm forklift works, but you might be able to get nylon straps for cheaper. Company safety briefings. In certain industries this is not a joke. For example, various chemical plants will have certain alarm sounds and you are trained on what to do by the sound you hear. One plant I visited had an alarm for a phosgene leak. Go to the highest floor possible. B/C it is heavier than air. Another for containment failure at the high pressure plastics reactor. Run like hell immediately, etc. We had a saying in the military, why are there so many regulations and rules? Because some idiot tried to shortcut it in a way that nearly killed someone. Racism. Yup, my father-in-law used to start on these rants about how black people this and that, and I say aha, but your delinquent son does that same shit and he is white. I don't get invited over anymore. Giant wrong way signs on the freeway. In as we had a lot of wrong way driver fatalities. Damned snowbirds. When I was in middle school, my friends and I, like 15, 12-year-old girls, basically took over a mall. We were pretty rowdy and obnoxious. I know a few people shoplifted, not me lol. One of us threw up in the food court, and we mobbed a minor celebrity. Now that mall splits up groups of larger than 3 kids. Oops, sorry. At my workplace, there are giant containers of soap and cleaning chemicals. On the cart, there is a giant sign that reads, "Do not drink," in 3 languages, all handwritten. Apparently, before the sign was put up, 3 separate instances were found where the cleaning cart was unattended, and an employee tried to drink the yellow cleaning solution, thinking it was a drink cart. Let me add the fact that the cart also has a sign on it that says cleaning supply cart, apostrophe. The spread of coronavirus. The rate at which coronavirus spreads is best defined by 2 factors. 1. How dense the population is. 2. How dense the population is. Carrot, I swear. When I first edited this I pressed D and not S apostrophe. Damn keyboard. Close bracket. Haha. Burn. Smart people. Unvaccinated children. Humans. That Don fish just decided to grow legs one day. Actually, the fish didn't decide to grow legs. What you're thinking of is a horse. Am I wishing? Are you stupid? Or am I actually just wrong? Please help. Percent of failure on condom packs. OSHA. Actually OSHA exists because greedy people. Some of the rules they create are because stupid people. But OSHA was created to protect workers' lives. Look at the conditions that the workers rebelled against. The other political party. The stickers on large windows and glass doors to stop people from injuring themselves by walking into/through them. One time I was eating dinner at the bar of a chicly designed restaurant with a massive, unmarked glass wall when a guy smashed into the glass full stride. The bartender said, "Happens all the time," to make the guy feel less embarrassed, then whispered, "No it doesn't," to my wife and I. I was on work experience once with a nurse practitioner in the emergency department. He literally had a save template on his desktop partially filled in for punch-to-wall injuries. Punching walls happen so often. They have to keep a pre-filled template for it. Trump presidency. Arguably true. But the stupid people are either not voters or are GOP primary voters. People who ensured the worst man to hold the office, including all the slaver holders, would be inaugurated. Media twits who valued ratings over the nation. Like Joe Scarborough. Cable news nets got primary voters who voted for a pervy moron because he was on the TV saying business stuff on his reality show. GOP candidates and campaign managers who decided they could still win long after they were only helping Trump Hillary and the morons on her campaign who ignored what people with decades of field experience in Michigan and Wisconsin were telling them. If he gets re-elected, then I'll blame voters. Sadly, most voters of either party aren't particularly bright. This isn't unique to any political party and it's been like that essentially forever. Hey, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.